Hello everybody. We at Modern Word Hub welcome you all. As part of Women's Power Hub, Women's Power Book, and TopmostShop.com, we offer you article on the modern world. Today's article is Sexual Revolution Brought STD and Social Change. Is our world becoming a fearful place? Even if this atheistic civilization is getting rid of fear of divine hell, far from not having an end, our fears seem to multiply like rabbits. Although EU-allayed French fear of having to sleep with both eyes open following unification of Germany, and tactical demise of the Soviet-allayed Cold War fears, emergence of communist China gives a capitalist threat. Even if not the fear of annihilation of nations, atom bomb gives us the chilling Cuban Missile Crisis. Furthermore, chillingly reminding America-imported syphilis epidemic that also seems to suggest imported isn't always good. Sexual revolution given sexual freedom is creating a dangerous world. Although killing bacteria, penicillin has kept sex and sexual revolution alive. It is the untouchable virus that bugs human lovemaking. And as AIDS in Africa, it even forms a conspiracy theory. West gave us AIDS. While, as if using vengeance and reminding Hollywood's alien invasion, bacteria are striking us again. Even if not as an act of vengeance, AIDS is feasting on bull market graph here. Although passing not through nasal pores like flu virus but in exchange love juices through genital pores and killing us much later than the flu one, it is the STD virus doing the fugitives Harrison Ford-like act that surreptitiously spreads it and takes our lives later. However, it isn't the bugs alone that are to be blamed. In fact, offering freedom, selfish rights, bliss alone-seeking polyamorous concepts, porn/dating privacy and ubiquitous nudity to an upgraded version of animal, us, isn't without danger. Almost forming a good culture media, and paralleling us reaching 7 billion shortly, they make bugs proliferate in the increased exchange of love juices. Although designed to lessen the ease of growing up and understand sexuality, whatever that means, sex education that screams, have sex but with condom forgets all students don't pass. In fact, forgetting or disregarding the later, pupils rejoice the first part, have sex. Even condoms don't match medieval body armors. While clogging STD clinics earlier and infertility clinics, ubiquitous chlamydia causes infertility later. These youngsters cause pain on the state, expecting these sex experts to cling to monogamy after multiple partner change, almost forms a cruel joke on them. In fact, with habits by heart merging with invented polyamorous concepts and declining fear of hell or its conversion to hope God will forgive me, secondary sex education emerges later in conjugal life. While adultery is a prime reason for divorce steps down and helps STD spread, making love thy neighbor difficult for the good old neighbor pope, swinging, wife swapping, in Italy almost approaches epidemic proportions. STD correspondingly finds new avenues. Although men brought bugs home in earlier epidemics, bringing cash women increasingly add bugs now. Receiving a double whammy. Bugs have never had such good time, and hoteliers aren't complaining. Although ignorance about spread and of having one carrier status adds to the spread, with celibacy being difficult, ask the church, and selfish desire fulfillment being more selfish than caring about partners, even where bug owners spread. Following such a spread, as the most tragic of all revolutions, the pain of sexual revolution has no end. In family, while this can't compete with stars bugless net addiction hurts spouse and bugless adultery itself can be a reason for divorce. Even when liberal and consensual, a bugful adultery can bring disaster. Parallel to claims against doctors, compensation culture now brings litigation against spouse/partner for transmitting bugs. Law firms suddenly broaden their smile. While kids suffer from womb-transmitted virus, sex abuse and parental divorce, older ones suffer as transported sex slaves. Even endowed stud, who makes love with others' wives, feels insecure about his own future wife's infidelity. Sadly, 10% or more of trusting husbands could be rearing other men's kids. And of course, poaching of spouses and the fear attached to it isn't uncommon. With love gone even from lovemaking, insecurity is reigning high and physical ailment has upgraded itself to include mental ailment. Suddenly, infested by abuse, slavery, mistrust, fear, STD and guilt of making video or transmitting STD, our beautiful blue planet that we call our world is increasingly becoming a dangerous place. With women also regarding sex as just sex and making themselves available as galvanized by Sex and the City, New York, the place that I feel alone qualifies to be called a city, suddenly comes up with shocking figures of STD. Although Las Vegas is the sin city, with STD prevalence almost approaching 35% of the populace on average, it compels me to ask, is it okay to marry a New Yorker without a STD check? But then, sexual bliss having to do with same or opposite sex copulation alone is a social construct. In essence, it actually demands friction of erotic tissues. Almost reminding us of Jesus' return awaiting St. Paul's, only marry if you cannot control, 1 Cor 7:1. Can this save those who can't control and then in turn, save humanity? Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. To listen to more articles, subscribe to our YouTube channel. To read our articles, visit our blogs, Women's Power Hub blogspot.com, Modern World Hub blogspot.com, Sports Power Hub blogspot.com, and Web Promotion Hub blogspot.com. For empowerment of women, visit womenspowerhub.com. For empowerment of both sexes, visit womenspowerbook.org. For website promotion, visit topmostshop.com. Goodbye.